It's Thursday, which means it is spelling test day. So here's our spelling test sheet. We don't really need to worry about the prefixes and suffixes column. That's really for a different kind of spelling, so we won't use this middle column. You're going to write your words all in the first column, and if you want to look at them and make corrections, you can use the third column. Make sure that you put your name and you can write spelling test. You can do unit 2, lesson 23 if you want to. You don't have to, but that's just what it is for CKLA, and then you can put the day if you want to. But the most important thing is your name, and then of course writing the words. So right here in space number 1, please write the word collapse. I hope the bench won't collapse. Collapse. You don't have to mark it or anything, just spell it. And then remember, you can pause the video, you can go back, listen to it again. Just make sure you don't go too fast. You want to make sure that you're taking time to spell it right. So number 2 that I starred, spell the word diverse. There are diverse people that live in the town of Eureka. Diverse. Then right here on number 3, you're going to write hyena. I always think of the Lion King when I see the word hyena. Hyena. Number 4, that was kind of a crazy star. Number 4 is integrity. You all have a lot of integrity. Integrity. Number 5 is illiterate. None of you are illiterate. You're all able to read and write. Illiterate. Number 6 is fray. The ribbon will fray if you don't tie it correctly. Fray. Conquest. The British had a conquest against America when George Washington was alive. Conquest. Governor. Our governor's name is Gary Herbert. Governor. Number 9 is guilty. They said the man was guilty of the crime. Guilty. And number 10 is humiliate. Please do not humiliate yourself. Humiliate. Okay, so that's how the first page should look. Take a minute, pause the video. We're not done. We're going to turn the page over and do some more stuff. But make sure that if you want to make any corrections that you do that before you go to the second page. Okay, let's go down to the second page. Oops. I don't see the second page here, so hold on. Okay, so your second page should look like this. If you want to write on it, you can do, let me bring up my writing screen. You can do Unit 2, Lesson 23. If you want to, try to make this the right size so you can see it, then you'll want to make sure that you put your name on it. We are going to do heart words right here in 1 through 5. And then if you want to make any corrections, you can do that in the next column here. So the first heart word that I would like you to write is the word were. We were going to go to recess, but it got canceled. Were. Your second heart word is where. Where do you think we'll go on a field trip? Where? Number 3 is some. Some of us will get 100 if we're careful. Some. Come. Please come to school with all of your homework. Come. And number 5 is done. We will be done with this spelling test after our bonuses. Done. Okay, on these you want to make sure you've spelled your heart words correctly and that you've put the heart around the parts of the words that you should. Hopefully, you've paused it or backed it up if you needed to. Okay, so right here on number 1, you're going to write your first sentence, and I will give that to you now. So your first sentence that you need to write and spell correctly, you don't have to mark anything on a sentence, but you do need punctuation and capitalization on it for it to count and spell the words correctly. Okay, your first sentence you're going to write on number 1 is, we had much more fun at the pond than at the splash pad. Listen closely. We had much more fun at the pond than at the splash pad. A lot of you left out words last week when you were doing this sentence, so make sure you listen closely, and if you have to, back it up and listen to it. I would also write the whole thing and then back it up and listen to it and make sure you've got all the words in that way. Okay, I'm going to read number 1 one more time. We had much more fun at the pond than at the splash pad. Okay, that's number 1. If you need to back it up and listen to it again, go ahead and do that. Number 2, that's going to be written right here. When do you think Chad will ship the dishes? When do you think Chad will ship the dishes? When do you think Chad will ship the dishes? Okay, and then I'm going to give you 2 bonus words. You'll get a bonus point for spelling it correctly and then another bonus point for marking it correctly. So make sure you write these bonus words down in the bottom corner right here and make sure that you mark them. Your first bonus word is chill. There was a chill in the air. Chill. Make sure you mark it and you spell it correctly. Okay, your second bonus word is shut. I hope she shuts the door tight. Shuts. So you should write the word chill and the word shuts, and you should mark those. Okay, double check everything. Make sure you have everything just the way you want them, and then you can turn your test in.